Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fiscal Talk. I am really happy we're here again today talking about a very important subject, and that is a new country we have on the portal, Spain, with my dear colleague, our legal consultant and fiscalization expert, Nikolina Basic. Nikolina, welcome to Fiscal Talk again.
Hello, Theodora. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm here again to talk about Spain and some requirements. I'm really always excited because this is our new country and I work really hard. So, yes, it is my pleasure and I'm really, really excited.
Thank you so much for sharing your work and the results of your research you are doing. To everyone who's watching us, maybe for the first time, definitely check out our previous fiscal talks, especially the previous ones with Nikolina, if you're looking for more information about current fiscal or, let's say, partially fiscal, non-fiscal situation in Spain, and stay with us today. Keep watching this episode as we will be talking about more specific rules, specifically for Basque country and Navarro, where we have a Ticketbai set of rules applied for these territories. We also talked about it in the previous fiscal talk, so to keep up with all the information, definitely check it out. And Nikolina, please, let's start. I know everyone's keen to hear about more details and requirements about Ticketbai system.
Okay, Theodora. Okay, to be compliant with the Tciketbai requirements in general, taxpayers must have approved or certified billing software for issuing invoices. They need to have a digital certificate installed on device to identify where taxpayer will issue or from. They will issue receipt and device for issuing invoices. It can be computer, tablets, cash register, POS. Invoices or receipt can be in digital format or printable format. For more requirements, we can say the Tciketbai system creates a chain, a digital chain, with issued receipts or invoices which are electronically signed, and that prevents their manipulation or deletion. So, as of the entry into the force of the Tciketbai, it will not be possible to issue receipts or tickets using different templates such as Word or Excel by hand or deliver from a cash register how it was done before. But the billing software requires for our company to adapt their requirements to the Tciketbai system. That means that every entity needs to acquire or develop on his own invoicing software, which need to fulfill special requirements. Of course, receipts or invoices must have enough information so the final clients can check that they are correct. And some rules are defined of mandatory data. Also, any device from we issuing invoices or receipts must have internet access and a digital certificate that allows electronic signature. That is also important. A digital certificate which is installed on device that issue receipts used to sign the generated Tciketbai file and send that to the treasury, to the tax authority. Certification of the POS application will be necessary. Regarding all that connection between the system of the tax authority and system of the taxpayer, is mandatory to establish that communication between POS software and the tax authority. It's mandatory to have some application such as a POS application where you need to install a software that is been authorized by the tax authority. That software needs to exist on any device from where you issuing your invoices or similar documents. That software must generate the XML file before issuing the invoices, and that XML file must be submitted to the tax administration and basically every 4 days. But because in the Basque we have Gipgoza, Alava, and Vizcaya, I promise there are a little bit different rules in what time frame they need to be issued, but general rules are pretty much similar in all of these three provinces. Also, before the issuance of each receipt or invoice, the POS must have an XML file for each transaction, the POS system must be able to digitally sign, when issuing an invoice, and that file. And that XML file, of course, cannot be modified or of destroyed, because we have that chain. And also, like, it is similar in the rest of the Spain. We have invoice like regular invoice and simplifying invoice, which is, let's say, treated like a regular receipts. To summarize, I know that you all like to summarize.
A lot of information.
Yes, at the end, what is mandatory to do is to have invoicing software that that is capable of performing the functions. Generate the XML file, electronically sign that XML file, and automatically send that to the provincial administration or to the tax authority. Also, what is important, and I believe that our listeners wanted to know that, is that with this Tciketbai system, that receipt or invoice must include some codes, and not just one, but two, QR code and Tciketbai code. So that program will generate the invoice with all necessary data, and it will be included that identification code, which is Tciketbai code, and QR code, which I believe that our clients is familiar with.
Absolutely. Great information, Nikolina. Also, thank you for the summary. The last question I have is, I kind of didn't get a feeling exactly. Has this Tciketbai system started yet?
Yes. Generally speaking, by this year, it is started, but mostly it is voluntary. And the calendar of implementation is a little bit changing because of the coronavirus, etc. But some rules are defined, and they are different for every provinces, different in Alava, in Gipkoza, in Biscaya. So yes, usually it is a voluntary period now, but during this year and 2023 and 24, it will be probably mandatory. But it is important to mention it not will be mandatory for all, let's say, taxpayers. We have specific groups and specific dates for certain taxpayers or groups of taxpayers that it will become mandatory. So that is something also which is important, and thank you for that question.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for the answer. So if I can summarize as well, we always like to say at the end a little recommendation for our audience. I like to say our retailers, but they're not ours, but they are. Basically, we definitely need to keep an open eye for Spain, for Basque country, and for the changes that are happening down the road, but as well as the deadlines for this Tciketbai system for everyone who's operating in Basque country and Navarro. So thank you a lot, Nikolina, for being with us in this Spain series. Spain is our new country on the portal. Thank you so much. I'm really hoping we'll have you here sometime soon.
Thank you, Theodora. Yes, I will be always with some interesting subjects and mandatory rules.
Absolutely. You are always working on interesting projects, so definitely we will have you here sometime soon. To everyone who was watching us, thank you for following us. Thank you for following Fiscal Talk, especially this series about Spain. Check out the link in the video description to visit the portal. And if you have any additional questions regarding this topic in Spain, or maybe some other fiscal topics, definitely do not hesitate to reach out to us on the email you see in the video, also in the link in the video description below. To everyone, have a great day and stay tuned. We will see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.